We are busy for 50, 60, we are busy for 50, 60, 70 years, and still the problems of suffering is not solved. So we take it for granted that suffering is just a way of life. We have to suffer from it. So why to worry about it? Suffering will come, suffering will go. One suffering comes, next suffering is waiting, and that is our mindset. We don't want to change this mindset at all. Question comes, why we don't want to change the mindset? We are not committed. Simple question. We are not committed. We are committed to remain busy. We are committed to blame and complain game. We are committed to reaction game. Tell me if it is not true. We don't want to drop it. So if we don't want to drop our impulsive nature and we are thinking that we will find permanent peace and happiness. Now, in the background, the mind has a tremendous belief, blind belief, that suffering will never go away. Who told you? Did anybody teach you? No. It is my experience. Oh, so all your experiences are true. You experience the water in the mirage, is it true? You experience the blueness of the sky, is it true? You also experience the earth is stationary, is it true? You experience it. But how can I leave my experience? And when I have reached the age of a baby boomer, I have a rich experience. What is rich experience? Of suffering, of anxiety, of reaction, of duality. That is the first problem. And second problem with the baby boomers is that, oh, I have achieved so much. Do you want to teach me? Oh, can you teach me? No. I will continue to live with my own past experiences. Live with your past experiences. Don't change. So when we don't change, then we blame either the knowledge or the teacher. What you are teaching doesn't work for me. Your mind is not working for you. Who else can work for you? So the master gives a befitting reply. And then I will come to a conclusion. So a person has to become a seeker. That is very important. If the person doesn't become a seeker, seeker of what? Seeker of being busy all the time. 90% of our mind is busy. If you analyze your week, you keep a journal, how many thoughts you had every day, major thoughts that you experienced in your life. I have a pain in the shoulder. Oh, that guy is crazy, cheated me. And so I don't have money, or I have more money where I have to spend. 99% of the thoughts do not apply to your life. And I am busy. Remain busy throughout your life. Master says that apply the intellect, you start thinking. We are not imposing any principles any practices. We don't follow any cult, dogma, and belief. We have no religion. Why I'm saying so? Because we say, you see that, I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. That is why you have a lot of stress. We don't counter it. We think for it. We just think we take it for granted in our life. And then we continue to suffer. Did anyone tell you at the time of the birth, you are a human being, you will continue to suffer? Did anyone tell you? It is my false opinion. And I don't want to work on it because that is very pleasurable to me. So that commitment is lost. Why the commitment is lost? We don't want to change the mindset. We don't want to change the mind. And then, so what happens when the person transitions to become a seeker, the first type of a seeker? Where is the first type of a seeker? For example, you are in meditation. Oh, my honey didn't agree to me. And now your mind is carried away, is running after that particular thought. You become unconscious. And when you become unconscious, you have a hallucinative experiences. Why you have hallucinative experiences? You are practicing meditation to withdraw the mind within, and a particular thought is taking your mind outside. So obviously we will live in hallucination and imagination. We become subconscious. Either we fall into sleep, or we complain that I have lot of thoughts. First type of a seeker. I don't question. Why I don't question? Because mind wants to. Want to live in a comfort zone. What is that comfort zone? Whatever the belief system I have created, I don't want to change. My honey is crazy. If you start talking to me, you start from there. What I have to do if honey is crazy? Let the honey be crazy. Let me set my mind right. I'm not ready. Why I'm not ready? Because now I'm a senior. I have a rich experience. I'm hurting you, I know that. If you don't think, you do not change. So then the second type of the seeker, second type of the seeker is what happens with the second type of a seeker. We have a big ego, subtle ego. What this guy is teaching us, I know the mind. So now with that idea of an ego, you are practicing meditation. So you have created some belief that meditation will lead there. So with that belief created by the ego continues the practice of meditation, we don't succeed in meditation. I don't keep an open mind. Third, then we have a third type of the seeker, very hard to attain. Very hard to attain, very easy. Master says, human being is a self-awareness being. It can use the intellect independently. When it uses the intellect independently, it can make a choice. So what choice you make when you are sitting in meditation and a thought of a honey to react against him or her comes to the mind, with that self-awareness you leave the thought, you say, let me absorb into meditation. Lot of thoughts, okay, you continue coming, let me continue my journey. Ego comes, oh ego, you have created a belief, no, let me keep my open mind. Continue the meditation. You will succeed in every meditation. I'm so worried about the future. One guy wrote to me, but I don't know the future. Why you are worried then? You are contradicting your statement. Why I am saying so, you have also to think about it. No, I have to earn a lot of money. This is 1 hour weekly session. Let me attend. I have not to pay even too much. So it can work easily. Even if I don't attend, I'm sending the money. Ego. Subtle ego part. I've been dealing with myself and I've been dealing with people for the last 45 years. I know. So I'm so worried about the future, but I don't know the future. It is an impulsive mind. I don't think what I say. I think about that statement and it is so true. I believe that it is true. We also believe the same thing. Then he further writes, most things I worry about never come true. Why I worry then? One logical question, why I worry, and let me find out what is the situation, what is the event, why it causes the worry. I will find the solution. But I take for granted, that is the way I live. I don't want to change. Ego, belief system. 99.9% of all my worries were out of delusion. Come on. You are contradicting yourself and never were the reality. This is what he is writing. You are totally confused. And you are asking me to answer your question. I don't want to be confused. I didn't answer him. Why should I fall into unnecessary confusion? I have realized, now you see conclusion. Conclusion from that habitual mind, that egoistic mind, that claims that I know everything. Why you are in stress and suffering? No, that is what I explained to you. So what he has written, I have realized. I have realized. What realization? I am enlightened now. That is what he wants. He meant. So now he writes, I have realized life is a mystery. That is a great achievement. You have realized now that life is a mystery. And I am not smart enough to predict what will and what won't happen. Eastern wisdom says, find your real self. Real self is of the nature of peace and happiness. Any objection comes from the mind. You deal with the knowledge and the principles. Change your mindset. Be committed daily without fail for a few weeks and you can see the result. I didn't answer this guy. Avoid. He further writes, the doubtful mind is holding back my progress. Your mind or my mind? You have a doubtful mind or I have it. So doubtful mind is holding back my progress. It is your mind. Remove the doubt. I have already taught you hundreds of times how to remove the doubt. A lot of my questions comes from a lower level of thinking. Drop it then. Who says not to drop it? Why you are not dropping? first two types of the seekers. The mind is trying to hold me back. Oh, it means you are not driving your car is driving you. What a great guy you are. So when the mind is driving me, I'm fully busy. After this session, I will have a stress. At least if you are paying attention to the sessions, it is difficult to have the stress. What are you saying? What a great intellectual, philosophical, enlightened statement. Mind is trying to hold me back from elevating to a higher level. Whose mind? My mind or your mind? Think. Again, I'm pleading, requesting you to think. Getting answers is easy part. What? You have deleted everything what you have written. Getting answers is easy part. It is application that is difficult. I'm so much confused. I am so much confused by writing this that my confusion has concluded another decision. Getting answers is easy part. It is an application that is difficult. You are driving with me? Yes. Take a right turn. And you say it is very difficult to take the right turn. Your mind is already believing all this. It is so true. He convincingly declares, it is so true. Why I'm explaining about his email, you have also to think. If that is the pattern of your mind, it will not work. It will not work. I can bet you. But the real seeker is one that applies to daily living. What applies to daily living? All the crazy stuff that you have written. I'm so worried about the future. Now you see. Again he writes, I'm so worried about the future, but I don't know the future. Getting answers is the easy part. It is the application that is difficult. Yes, continue to live in suffering. There is no way we can get out of this. Think of it. Think of it. If you don't think, the way our masters is asking you, just you think in the way the master thinks. So when you think, reflect, that is contemplation and reflection. And that reflection makes your intellect clear. There is a conviction in the intellect. What happens when there is a conviction in the intellect? The impulsive, habitual mind dares to touch that knowledge. Instead, opposite happens. That intellect pours the knowledge into the mind. Mind remembers, I have to get up in the morning. First thing first, I have to listen and do the practice. I'm more intelligent than you. I know all these things. Second type of a seeker. First type of a seeker. Yes, I will do it when I wake up in the morning. So you wake up in the morning and your mind already has a very deep habit of being fully busy. Oh, let me have a cup of tea and then I will. So there's the same guy. I asked him that, are you practicing daily? So he is very open. I appreciate him, that part. So he said, one day I woke up in the morning and then my mind went back to the cute and the beautiful girl which I met yesterday and we had a dinner and then she did not text me, and it caused so much of worries. And then I took a cup of coffee, and then I kept lying down that why she did not texted me. 2 hours passed. I lost the practice. I'm explaining you the pattern, the way the mind works. I was telling one guy that he said, I'm fully busy. I said, okay, when you have a urge to go to the restroom, you don't go to the restroom. No, I go there. So is meditation more important than going to the restroom? What the heck you're talking about? I want to keep my inner space. Now see another example that will make the things more clear. We have an extreme heat today, 105 degree Fahrenheit. I made the AC little cooler. External world, we control it by technology, by different means. I have to drive slowly. The car is in front of me. I know the rules. I can control the temperature outside. I have many means. I cannot control my temper. I cannot control my habitual mind inside. Are you understanding? Honey appreciated you. You are a wonderful person. I'm using a third person. Otherwise, I have to use the word handsome or beautiful. So I'm just using. So 10 times your dear and near one says that you are a wonderful person. On the 11th day, oh, what a crazy guy you are. Now, what happens to the temperature inside you? Tell me. Temperature outside we know how to control. Temperature inside I don't know how to control. I forget. You appreciated me 10 times, 11th time. Why you did not appreciate me on the 11th time? And that raises the temperature inside me. And I don't know where is the knob to switch on and control. That is known as the habitual mind. That is the meaning that I want to live in a comfort zone. That is the meaning the mind is dictating the intellect. That is the meaning I am a non-seeker. Think. Do you want more examples? I'm doing meditation, but I'm just, mind is in habitual state. Mind is already intoxicated by a lot of the thoughts because I'm so busy. Anyhow, I find the time weekly for an hour. That too is very difficult for me. I'm not able to. I don't bring the temperature down inside. I have all the means to regulate the temperature outside. So external is known as temperature, inside is known as temper. Think. We have to. So it is the intellect. I have to question simply. You have any choice. I am suffering because of you. Really? Let me ask the question. How can I be suffering because of you? I am seeking a situational happiness, event happiness. I am seeking happiness from the person outside, from the relationship, from the situation and event. That is why I am busy. That is why I am suffering. Why I am suffering. So I have to question. I don't question. I say, no, you caused me worries and suffering. You are responsible for it. Master is saying, please think, apply the knowledge. And if we don't want to do so, we have great questions, which comes from nowhere. One set of questions that he raised and he answered himself, I just spoke to you. Or do you have any scientific proof that you have a real self? Do you have a scientific proof that suffering is your essential nature? Tell me. Do you really have a proof that pain is already there? Oh, no, I have a pain in the shoulders. Let me put anesthesia and show me where is the pain. Why the pain dissolves? We have to question. Last point today, question means what? Why we question? We are curious. Why we are curious? We want to know the answer. How to know the answer? The science and both Eastern wisdom always tries to put the logic, not rationalized. This guy, he's rationalized everything and he is in trouble. So both science and Eastern wisdom says cause and effect relationship. So if you don't find the cause, Eastern wisdom says that is false. That is delusion. Effect. Mirage water. Cause. Blueness of the sky. Cause. So when you start questioning, where is the stress? Why my mind says that you are responsible for my suffering, you will not find the cause. And hence it is a delusion. And then you'll have a smile on your face. Now keep smiling also now also. Yes. We can have a no issue. We still can have a smile, It has become a fashion, so smile with a fashion and smile comes from inside has two, they are different. So think, my friends, we discussed about that how to transition from a person to a seeker. I have to question. Simple. I have to question to reach to an ultimate cause. I see you. What is the cause? Eyes. No. Can I definitely see if the mind is not present? No. So mind is the cause. Go to the ultimate cause. That is how the Eastern wisdom works. It says, no, question it. So I sees the form, mouse, for example. Mouse is inert. It cannot see my eyes. It cannot see others, but I can see the eyes. So eyes is the cause to label it as a mouse. Mind is behind it. If the mind is not behind the eyes, I cannot see anything. Sometime it happens. We already know it. Mind is engaged somewhere else and we forget who is there in front of me. No, but behind the mind, behind the mind there is an intellect who gives the label. This is the mouse, this is the smartphone. But what is behind the intellect? What is the ultimate cause? Can you figure out? Consciousness. If the consciousness is not there, neither the intellect, mind, eyes, and the object I don't recognize. Then what is Eastern wisdom? Discovery of that consciousness. Consciousness is not affected. Consciousness, it never goes into stress. Consciousness never goes into suffering. That is my essential nature, and that is the journey of the self-discovery. In one session, I have finished the entire Eastern wisdom written in 3,000 texts. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Find out the most comfortable place, position in the posture. Your eyes are closed gently. Being comfortable, I said what it means. Being comfortable means that you look at the head and the neck, or you look at the neck joint. Make it simple. Look at the neck joint. Are you there? Can you invoke the knowledge, the first seeker, second seeker, third seeker? I will not repeat it. Why? Because you all are wise, you know it. And the moment you look means you are aware, you are attentive, you know, you feel, and what do you experience? You experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You will never experience comfort and steadiness if you are a seeker number 1 and 2. Oh, is that so? Yes. So I'm still not seeker number 3, attending so many sessions. Because you are a crazy teacher. Look at the shoulder joints being there. Again, I'm saying if you are a seeker number 1 and 2, mind is already distracted, and in that distraction you don't experience you don't feel, you don't know, you don't experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. I can bet you this is what happens. Our masters have gone so deeply. Oh. So, look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. So your mind is moving on the skin of the body. It is only possible to a seeker. You start experiencing sensation, comfort, and steadiness. It has nothing to do with hypnotism or mesmerism. It is here and now. How do you know that cause and effect? It is so simple. When the mind, leaving the world outside, leaving its busyness, pays attention, pays attention to the skin of the body. Mind is very near to the skin of the body. Nearness means what? Mind has to experience where the mind is so near. So if I say that you should experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness, obviously you should. If not, judge yourself. Now being carefree we have changed the direction. Do you remember I told you? We have changed the direction of the mind by being comfortable. We have changed the direction and we experience sensation, comfort and steadiness. So it helps the mind to look within. Again, the look within simply means you are looking at the thoughts and feelings or whatever enters the mind. So you see that I am aware. I am aware of is only one. That is we call knower. So I am aware of thought, I am aware of feeling, I am aware of sensation, I am aware of memories, I am aware of distractions. Very good. But don't you see that I am is separate and different from all that comes and goes out from the mind? How can I say I'm aware of the thought of his stress and the next moment I still say I'm aware of the pleasing thought? So it means I am is a common factor. My friend, it will not happen if we are a seeker number 1 and 2. Will happen easily, naturally, if we are a seeker number 3. So what happened to the seeker number 3? Seeker number 3 is separate from the contents of the mind. That is one way to understand. So you see that you understand cause and effect. You cook the pasta in a bowl, so bowl and the pasta are different. Bowl is a common factor. You can cook so many things. Same way. Millions of examples are there. But if you think that the pasta and the bowl are stick together, they cannot be removed. That is causing the problem. So being carefree helps us to loosen the new knot. Being carefree helps loosen the knot. What is that knot, or how the knot is created? How the knot is created? By delusion, like mirror's water. Otherwise, no thought, feeling or sensation can ever disturb you. But that is a pretty big statement for you. I hope if it is a play and a fun, we are not doing today the active steps of breathing. Let us see. Active steps of breathing are only done when we feel that we are not understanding. But the problem is that we claim we understand and still we have challenges. So that is why in between I give those practices. So just check. First experience, place, position, and the posture. I believe you are experiencing that. Second, you are experiencing sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now your mind says, I have a lot of thoughts, and you are saying that I experience the sensation and comfort. I open the refrigerator. What it has to do with somebody is calling me in my smartphone? It has no relation, but why I feel the relationship? Because of the delusion. Why the delusion is there? Because I'm not committed to the journey. Third point, you're carefree, the common factor. The knower is always separate from what it knows. What it knows. So, now look at the flow of the breath. The flow of the breath. We say the breath is life, so curiously look at the life, how it is. And we find the flow of the breath going in and out. Very good. We also experience the sensation of the breath. Why? When it strikes the nose during in and out. That is why we feel cause and effect. I completed it. You see that, even if there is a clarity of understanding, but if the mind dictates the intellect, it will not happen. Your mind will run after something else. And what is the way? Listening and learning plus commitment. Daily practice. So, nose, and then no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. We have done the flow of the breath. Almost it is like a happening state. Keep watching, so I can say, keep watching, feeling, knowing, experiencing the movement of the breath. I use so many, I would say the verb, watching. Fact is that these are not a doing as such. It all indicates knowledge. What is knowledge? It is understanding. What is understanding? It is awareness. Well, if I am aware now, then it is possible. Otherwise, So now see that if our mind is still living in the mode of seeker 1 and 2, we find lot of challenges. And then I say, okay, look again the entire body, experience the sensation, comfort and steadiness, and a little bit of calmness. Then we want to trigger the mind by the mantra Shantuham. The moment the breath goes in and comes out, you see it. You see it means you feel it. You experience the breath going in and out. You simply drop Shantuham. Just in a fraction of a millisecond, nanosecond. Mentally, no movement of the lips or the tongue. On the breath moving, you drop Shantu, on the breath moving out, Shantu. Shantu means peace. Shantuham. The moment you say Shantuham, become aware of the space all around. I see you because there is a background. Remove the background, it's very difficult. So that background is the space. Where it is in the mind. Mind can jump into that space by seeker number 3. Number 1 and 2 will find lot of challenges. Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. Share experiences. How are you, Sophie?
Thank you, Girish. I am good. I noticed that my head was going down a couple of times, but I didn't fully fall asleep. And I could hear your voice, and I think I had a good practice. I want to thank you for the session last time. I really appreciated what you said about accepting where we are in terms of age and all that, and the physicality of the body, and what to look ahead. So I really appreciated that. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Anytime you have a thought and you're falling sleepy, let the mind is alert and attentive and vigilant. Mind, are you falling into sleep? You are in meditation. You just think, and you see what happens. But we can only say if the mind is ready to deal with it. Beautiful. How are you, Charlie?
Hi, I'm good. I became very still and centered. Yeah, very still and centered and present.
You're beautiful. Good. Very good. How are you, John?
Hey, Girish. I'm good. I agree with what Sophie said about the last session. Thank you. And as for today's session, fine, quiet, and calm.
Very good. Very good. How are you, Meet?
I started to get nervous when I couldn't get on the screen with you. And then I just said pause, and I felt myself calm down and become grounded and very appreciative of this journey that we're all on together, and how we share with each other.
Good. Very good. How are you, Anne?
I feel very quiet and grounded. At the end, I must say, I don't know, I snoozed off.
Yes, it will be broken.
I felt tired.
Feeling grounded means the mind is already deeper inside.
Yeah.
That is all for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.